going on, guys? Trader Joe back again with another quick video. Just left the gym, finished the trading for the day. I wanted to take this time to probably talk about your pre-market analysis. How important is your pre-market analysis? What is it that you really should be looking for when you're waking up and looking at the charts, right? I could sit here on the chart and show you, but I've done that multiple times. I'm tired of that. I'd rather just sit in the car on the way home and talk to you guys about it so you actually listen instead of looking at everything on the screen. When we wake up in the morning and we go to get on the charts, first of all, do not get on the charts until you've actually woken up. Do you understand what I mean by that? Actually wake up. Have a glass of water. Have some food. If you don't eat food in the morning like me, have a protein shake and just get some nutrients in your body so your brain can function. Think back to when you were a kid in elementary school or middle school, high school, and everybody told you you had to eat before taking a test. It's the same thing. I remember back in school, they forced us to eat breakfast before we took our test. Think about it the same way. You have to have something in your body. Your body has to be alive. You can't just roll out of bed and look at the chart and say, oh, I know what I'm going to do. Even if you think so, you can't execute it properly. You can't manage it properly because you just woke up. Take some time. Take some time. Don't stress and don't rush the process. Now, when we get on the chart, what we should be looking for is what our strategy basically is, right? Don't be looking for something that's not there. Don't get caught up in I remember this other strategy that I looked at online, so I'm going to go and trade this. Oh, but there goes my strategy. Here it's setting. We can't do none of that, man. When people talk about it, you'll hear this from every other guru online, every other trader online. When people talk about sticking with one strategy, there is a reason for that, and it's all mathematical equations. Basically, it's just the mathematics behind it. If you back test any strategy, sorry, it's gonna get bumpy here. If you back test any strategy, no matter what strategy it is, if it's a 60% strategy, an 80% strategy, a win rate, right? Why would you think that jumping between any strategy is going to make your probabilities higher? That doesn't make sense. The probability for this specific strategy is going to either play out or not play out. Then you're going to go and jump to the next strategy and think that probability is going to play out in your favor. It makes absolutely no sense. And a lot of people don't think deep enough about this. You have to really think about this. That makes no sense to switch strategies, jumping from strategy to strategy. And I've done that. I did that for 4 years. Like I said, 4 years I was inconsistent because I was doing breakouts. I was doing break and retests. I was doing Fibonacci, I was doing MACD, convergence, reversals, higher time frame trends, lower time frame trends. I was doing everything. That's why it took me so long. New traders who find somebody who's actually willing to tell them what they need to know, I wish I was that humble. Because when I first started, I thought I knew everything. I was doing everything on my own. I was learning everything on my own, and all that did was prolong my success. And all it did was prolong my journey of finding consistency, because it took so many days of trial and error. And while you're trying to learn just the consistency part, you're losing money. That doesn't help at all. All right, that doesn't make the situation better. There was another thing you should do is start on a demo account. I didn't want to start on the demo account. My first account was a $200 account on MT4, and I took a trade on gold, and I made $25, and I was like, oh my God, I made $25 in literally like 60 seconds. But it was just to enter the trade and get out of it, so I knew how to enter a trade and get out. I'm like, oh my God, I made money so fast. Let me do it again, and I lost 90 on the next trade. When I tell you that if you just start off on the right path at the very beginning, it makes your situation so much better. It makes your success come faster. It just does, man. And don't be like me, where I just was stubborn and I was trying to learn everything for free and do everything online and not take a mentorship course. The first course that I took was a $300 course. And I'm not going to name the guy because I would never suggest you guys go to him, because all I learned was Fibonacci. That's all I learned was a Fibonacci trade. I was applying Fibonacci to absolutely everything under the sun. On gold, on GBP JPY, on every other pair, USD JPY. I was just trading Fibonacci on everything. It didn't matter what the time frame was. It didn't matter what the higher time frame trend or lower time frame trend was. It didn't matter what was going on. I just put in a Fibonacci everywhere. And long story short, that didn't work out. That was the first strategy I learned, and I was like, oh, this is not working out. So then I went and learned on my own from everything online. Try to focus on one strategy and just think logically about this, guys. All it is a mathematical equation. It's probability. There is no guaranteed 100% win rate, and you should know that. The keys to success are less exposure to the markets. Pick maybe a few days out of the week. If you're going to trade Monday through Friday, just know that by the time Friday comes, you might have wiped out all your profits. Not from over trading, not from doing anything wrong. You could have done everything perfectly, but your exposure to the market was just a little bit too much. And I've traded in the morning, I trade at night, I've traded London session. I've done everything under the sun with that crap. And the most laid back, stress-free situation I found myself in was waking up in the morning for New York session, placing a trade on New York session with proper risk management, and that was it. If I lose the trade, I will give my trade a second chance. I promise you I'll do that. I will not just lose a trade and walk away. If I lose a trade, I will look for another opportunity, and that's not over trading. I have proper risk management. If I lose the first trade, it's completely fine. If I win the second trade, I either made money or I broke even. If I lose the second trade, it's done. It is done. There is no more trading for the day. I'm off the charts. I'm on the way to the gym, and I'm moving on with the rest of the day. Now, if you win the trade, the first trade, if you win the first trade, you are done. Dunzo, finito. Don't trade anymore. Okay? That's literally some of the best advice you'll ever hear from anybody who's done this for so long, and nobody wants to listen to it. Nobody wants to listen to it, guys. I don't know why. I mean, I was stubborn too. I didn't want to listen to anything anybody said online. Because I'm like, F you, bro. You're some random dude trying to tell me what to do. Screw you. I'm going to do it myself. I trust myself. I believe in myself, because trading is all about only trusting your own process. But if you're a new trader, you need to understand that there's people that have been through this for years and are willing to give you some advice. I'm not sitting here showing you how to do a strategy. I'm literally giving you just life advice on how to be better at trading. And it starts with just chilling out. Chilling out, man. Don't overtrade. Get on that chart. Look for your strategy. Look for whatever strategy you're going to implement, whether it's the one that I provide through a mentorship or it's the one that you found from another guy that you trust, that you believe he's a good guy. Look for that strategy, and that is it. If the strategy that you're going to implement on that trade for that given day is not there, don't take the setup. Don't sit there and switch and say, oh, my strategy's not there. Let me go ahead and do this other strategy that I remember. Because I've heard people say, oh, have an arsenal of strategies. Yes, add this to your arsenal of strategies. That's just content, bro. That's just content. They're just telling you more ideas and more ways to blow your account or for different traders to build traffic. Don't sit there and implement a different strategy that's not from what you have already learned. Just don't do it. Just stick with your strategy if you know that it has a consistently profitable win rate at the end of the month. 70%, 75%, 60% is fine. It depends on your risk to reward ratio, but don't sit there and just hop strategies. Why would we do that? One probability is different to the other. So the strategy that you were going to implement on your specific strategy didn't work out today. So you're going to go and jump to a different strategy that did work out today. Now, guess what? Oh, now you're training your brain to every single time my strategy is not there, switch to a different strategy. So then tomorrow and the next day, when you want to switch to that second strategy and you're like, oh, that strategy worked yesterday, so let me try that today. And then you take it and it loses. And then you see that your original strategy worked out. There is no winning when you're hopping from strategy to strategy. There just isn't. I don't know how I'm getting very amped up because it's very difficult for people to understand this. I've done it. Like I said, I've done so many different strategies. Just take a breather and understand, if you want to make money, you have to stick with this one idea for years. At least try it for months. Stick with your strategy for months, please. And you'll understand the idea behind probability, long-term gains. You'll understand the, just your equity curve. You're going to see it on the chart. You're going to see it in your trading platform whenever you're actually taking these trades months at a time. 6 months in, I say 6 months is like a very, very good point to where if you back test a strategy and you see that you were profitable for 6 months based off you sticking with one strategy, that's where you're going to be like, okay, I trust this strategy. This is my strategy. You have to adopt the strategy and love it. You really, really do. It is literally like your child. So, and you'll see, if you find any good guys across the internet that are willing to tell you about trading, they absolutely are committed, married to their strategy. Now, yes, they may take a random trade sometimes, maybe for content. They'll be like, oh, this is a good trade, or maybe there's high volume and there's a news release, red folder news release, if you're checking Forex Factory, and they see that there's a massive amount of volume, and price is just flying, maybe they'll get in for a quick scalp just so they can get done with the day. But, you know, then again, high volume setups and news releases are not every day. So, mind you, that's maybe something that they do. But you have to adopt a strategy. You have to love that strategy and nurture that strategy and stick with it, bro. You have to. You will not see consistency. I'm trying to tell you, from years of just back and forth crap, 4 years straight of just doing breakouts, retests, you know, high volume trades, downtrend, uptrend, reversals, drawing lines everywhere. Let's just stick with one strategy and nurture it, love it, commit to it, and give it 6 months. Give it 6 months. Challenge yourself, man. The charts aren't going anywhere. All right? You're not going to get rich overnight. Accept that. Get over it. I need you to accept that and get over it and take accountability and be humble. You're not going to get rich overnight. Even if you start doing really good at trading, you're just going to be consistently making a specific amount of money unless you're putting your money into that account and compounding it, and it's going to be, it'll quickly build. You know, and I have a video for that too, like building your account by compounding it and how you should be doing it, making weekly deposits, bi-weekly deposits from your paycheck from your job. There's nothing wrong with working as well. Do not think that working a job is bad. Okay, stick with working. Work, man. Stay busy. What are you going to do? Trade and just quit and then you're going to do nothing? Work. Make your money, invest it in your account, and build that account. Your money that your bills are being paid by your job, and your money that you're building in your trading account, that's what's going to be setting you up for your future, brother. Like, why are we trying to be greedy? Come on. So anyways, we're hitting at 12 minutes, so I'm going to be done here. Anyways, love you, brother. Love you, sister. If you have any questions, drop a comment. I will answer it.